I want to get real with y'all for a second. I'm going to give y'all just a glimpse into my life. Alright, it's running.
They cracked the doors, I'm finally out. It's been 4 long summers, just happy to be out. Did time in the hole twice, nothing to brag about. Whole time writing my book, couldn't wait to get to the house. Couldn't wait to see my son, yeah, I missed him the most. Hardest part about being down, cause me and my son close. Made a vow to change my life, my mom's had my back too. So when I came home, I actually had a place to come to. But me being a man, knew this was temporary. Got out in October, I was on by January. But let me back up, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I continue, let me tell you a little about myself. See, I always been a hustler, I always had a good mother. But me, being the oldest, had to take care of my brothers and step up. Though we didn't have a father, so I became their father. Had to look out for my brothers. That put me in the streets, trying to help out my mother. Fast forward, I'm pimping now, literally in that order. Well, not quite. You know I had to jump over some years. Just wanted to let you know how I became the gangster, some fear. Now back to the story. I'm home, been a month now. I'm trying to find a job, but I'm an ex-con now. You know how that go. You know how that go. Did I get the job? No. What'd that do? Forced me to go back to what I already know. So I straddled the fence as I took the manuscript I wrote. Let me pimp or let me die, turned it into a book. Formed Uprock Publications, same year, both took off like a rocket. Everyone loved the book. I signed 2 authors, now to date we got 13 books collected. You gotta admit, that's a little impressive. I felt like I finally made it when my book hit the shelf. And the look in my mama's eyes showed how proud she felt. Then a year went by and the book sales dropped. I still sold consistent, but not enough to live off. And things got worse, cause mom's passed sudden out the blue. And I mean literally went to the hospital and passed on day 2. Now the family divided, and I stay cursing God. Cause how could you take my mom at 57 so hard? To cope, my rock gone, spiraled down a black hole. Depressed and deeply stressed, even fell out with little bro. Haven't seen self in years, didn't even come to the funeral. There's some strange things happen I ain't even gonna get into. But let's just say that's the last time I saw my younger brother. And the necklace around my neck holds the ashes of my mother. Had to get my grind on, so I'm back in the game. But I'm forced to deal with the reality that the whole game changed. Now pimps getting locked up, sentenced to 100 years, doing football numbers like they just shot 3 of their peers. The daughter doing life behind a woman will bring you tears. But get money, don't make none, so I'm on the freeway switching gears. Then I had a scare. Took my girl in the car, ready with a setup, vice. Now I'm back up against the wall. By the grace of God, the DA never picked it up. And I knew then I had to change or I was gonna get caught up. Started online marketing, and at first I sucked. Chased every shiny object, trying to make me a buck. Then I created BTS, that's when I changed my luck. When I made 100K and started getting known on Facebook, started building up my brand. No more ski bows, Caujuan. Retired from the game, had to do that for my mom. Now I'm feeling like a winner, like my first name's LeBron. I make 11K a month, that's off royalty alone. Packed it up and moved to Vegas, got a 6-bedroom home, pool, waterfall, and all. Feel like I made it every time I turn it on.
Oh man, I made it.
Had to shed some dead weight. Got rid of one of my chicks, cause she messed up. It did something I can never forget. And I can hold a grudge long, so I may never forget. Especially if it has anything to do with my kids. Now I'ma leave it at that, cause it is what it is. Fast forward 2018, I'm having a great year. Created Insta popping with Duff.E, said more money, more money. It feel good to be rich and not have to get it off home. Now everything legit, no longer straddling the fence. Got my girl doing Amazon FBA with big tits. I came a long way, struggle, but I'm proof when you grind. You can turn negative into positive and come up every time. Hard work and dedication, great mother and motivation. It feel good to say no when they ask you on probation. Told the homies when I parole blood I never come back. And I meant it. Shook parole and I never went back. True story.
You know, I had to grind for mine. You know, I got down to my last $3,000 with over $5,000 worth of bills and rent. But I knew that failure wasn't an option. So I had to do what I had to do. And going back to what I used to do wasn't an option either.